I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck, push me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Greetings. I'm Dr. A. Welcome to the Make a Picky Palace, and I am here to. What am I here to do? I don't know. I am your crystal rock goddess, and I am in the place to be. Make sure y'all tune in, like, share, subscribe. It's been a minute. It's been a long time before I left you without a dope beat to step two, step. Okay, y'all know what it is. Anyway. Welcome to the Make a Picky Palace. Of course, I'm Dr. A, and I'm your crystal rock goddess. And I just saw an email. I'm like, man, I think I need to respond to that or not. I'm like, what the heck is going on? Who is sending me some stuff telling me what I needs to do? I'm like, wait a minute now. Where's my money? Anyway, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace, of course. Yeah, I can't sign into you. Essentially, what is it talking about? Huh? Oh, retirement. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Make sure y'all go ahead and sign in and like, share, and subscribe. It's so important to the process of this continuum thing that we do over here at the Crystal Mickey Flicky Palace. Okay, coming to the Crystal Palace. Turn that down, son, please. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Come on in here. Step on to the Crystal Palace. Leave your shoes by the door. Step into the Crystal Palace. Go to the Crystal Bar. Grab the crystals and libations. Cause over here we honor our ancestors. I'm kind of sleepy. Actually, I've been up 24 hours today. And so I got some clients coming in today, and I said, well, let me go ahead. It's already prompt two, so it's already scheduled. So I want to make sure I get my live in today because I said I was going to do. I was supposed to do a live last night, but I didn't feel like it. I'm just gonna be honest. Um, 3 ways to become a crystal. One way would be for make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. That's one way. Make sure you type. We call that the parlor room. The second way to become a crystal, we call the boom boom room, jingling. Cut that down, jingling. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And we call that when you listen to the show, okay? And you just chilling. You may not want to type, but you just want to listen. The third way to become a crystal, all you have to do is what? Make sure all you have to do is do what you do. And after the show, don't leave your play around me. True player for real. Actual player for real. Dun. Situations will arrive. But y'all know what it is. Anyway, so all you gotta do is do that. Make sure we call that the outhouse gang up in this thing, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. If y'all can give me just 1 second, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I do over here. Okay. Okay, let me turn the camera off for just a second here. Okay. And what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and fill in these clips. I've been watching it's been so much mess here on the YouTube streets. I have not I've been really keeping up with what's going on the YouTube streets on the terms of just some things that I peeped out. We're gonna watch. I guess we were supposed to talk about Kings or Queens. And I said I was gonna King, what's her name, Queen, and three kings or four kings or whatever she called herself, and kings or the three kings. I don't know. I don't know. I again, I already told y'all what it was, and y'all thought I was being mean. I got a couple of inboxes telling me, yeah, you telling the truth, but Dr. A, you could have said it nicer than that because I called her a bed, you know, inch. Um, and y'all told me I could have said it nicer than that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I really didn't feel like saying nicer. I mean, that was basically the nicest that I could have possibly said it. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't understand why y'all felt like I should have said it nicer. I mean, I said it's about as nice as I could possibly say it. I mean, um I said it's about as nice as I possibly could have said it. I just was like, well, what do y'all? I didn't understand. What do y'all want me to exactly do? You know, we can't really because of the little kids in here. I can't really play, her live when she was kind of going off. But you all pretty much have watched it with everyone else, and I want to kind of touch into. We've already dealt with it. We talked about it. Blah Ma eats. Blah Ma chat, and we also touched in it in Mimi's chat. We also talked about it in Pineapple's chat. So pretty much we've been talking about it all across the board here. As I've been dipping into everyone's chat, but I wanted to kind of talk about it just a tad bit. Now we're gonna kind of view something where right here where she was looking disheveled. We're gonna talk about this part here first. Okay, let me make sure I speak to everybody though. Give me a second here. Let me speak to everybody that's just coming in. Okay. Um, how you doing, Darla? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. How you doing, Pine? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. You missed me. Oh, thank you. I missed you too. How you doing, Mysterious? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Um, so yeah, I just been really working. I keep telling you, I'm trying to really get this business off. And YouTube is supposed to be a place where I'm able to express myself, and I'm also able to get more people aware about what I do. And so what's been happening here lately is I've been really engulfed into my business. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I've been more engulfed into my business. I've been more engulfed into family, and I've been really doing the dang on thing. And again, um, not negative. I don't feel negative about YouTube. I still think that YouTube is a great way to. Let me show you. Let me let y'all see and feel my sincerity as I speak. Um, but YouTube is definitely still a place for me where I'm able to be myself as best as I can be myself on here on this platform. There's 5 different levels of Dr. A. And I'm able to express that. But I think that again, with the kind of energy I put out into this, I also have to take. I also have to give the give the type of energy that I need to bring forth, because I am at the end of the day, I do roast as you all hear. But I roast Jasmine down to the ground. Olivia, I can't with her, but I roast Jasmine down to the ground, and still keep in mind that I still am a healer, and I still have to have a certain type of energy in moving forward. Well, I still have to have that type of energy that I'm supposed to have, right? I still have it, of course, but even as a healer, I still let my clients have it sometimes. I do. I still have to let my clients, I have to let some people that I work with on a spiritual level to help them get to the point. Sometimes people have to hear these certain words or certain vocabs that's necessary to wake them up. it's absolutely necessary. So I have to kind of sometimes I have to get a little rough and raw. Because again, when I speak, it comes from a healing and a place of love. When I basically go in on Jasmine, it's not really coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of the audacity of you. How you doing, Yvonne? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. I've missed you all. Okay, we've missed you as well, Yvonne. So it's not coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of the audacity of you. And so I want to, and then sometimes my son is in here with me, and by him being in here with me, I have to, I have to PG up my language. And sometimes it doesn't give the, I can go in without using a vulgar language, of course, but it's the spirit of it. You know what I mean? So I want to be mindful, but at the same time, I still have to express myself. So a lot of times I have to wait for him to not be in here um, when I'm going to town, so to speak. So anywho, we're gonna go ahead. As I said, the third way to become a crystal, if you we call it the after show, aka our house gang up at this thing. Okay. Yeah, so I have to be mindful, and plus you all at work, and I can't roast like I want to, you know what I mean? Y'all at work, y'all will be laughing and stuff, so I have to do it in a way where it makes sense when he's here, and then when he's not here I can get a little bit more, you know. So just be patient with me when he's here, y'all. But I want to go back. Everybody pretty much have viewed Pine, basically have viewed Mimi, etc. Everyone. So we've already known that, like I called her a bed, you know what I'm talking about. Starts with a W. Okay. Um, I already told you, I'm just gonna type it in here. Y'all already know what I told y'all she was. I said she was a okay. Okay. This is what the slave masters used to call them. Okay. That's pretty much what she is, and I stick beside that, and I will stand on that, 10 toes down, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Okay. So, we're gonna go ahead. Just going back to her, and when she was talking about, I kind of want to get this off real quick. We're gonna just small recap, not like a sentence of a recap. So basically, she needed time and yada yada yada, and she had this blowout, and she kind of went in on him, and she talked about, basically she spreaded all their relationship situation, and he spreaded their relationship on live, and then she deleted it, and then of course a lot of you all got the live, and maybe at some point in time we will go back and review that. Obviously today will not be that day for obvious reasons, because she was saying some language that is very colorful, and an 8-year-old does not need to hear that. Okay, let's go. But I already told y'all what she was.
If you are new here, however, please.
And again, I don't know why she cut off her hair. And when y'all said she looks like Little Bill, she actually does look like Little Bill. Let me cut this camera off because I'm gonna stick. Like most of it. I don't know if y'all do this when y'all at home, but I don't have any Q-tips here in my ears itch, and I promise I wash my ear. I promise I took me a good old bath, but I need to scratch my ear. My ear is itching. And usually my ear itch, and this is probably funny. Usually my ear and my palms are both itch, and I'm going to get some big money. So hopefully, if one of y'all give me some big money for some of these products I got in here. Anyway, somebody gonna give me some big money today. So anyway, ah, and then when y'all scratch your ears, you be like, ah, okay, ah, okay, woo, okay. So I'm done. I don't want to, cause y'all know I'll be done damaged some eardrums, and I've done that before because I had to, cause I do, hairpins. When my ear itches, I have to get in there because it just itches, and it feels really good when you scratch your ears. And I have to, and I don't want to go like that's and the way I do it is really annoying. So I'd have to do that anyway. So and so I yeah, she really does look like Little Bill. When y'all call her Little Bill, it's really mean and funny at the same time. Um, I do think she looks like Little Bill. Um, I don't know why she chooses to look like Little Bill, but nevertheless, she looks like Little Bill. She's a pretty girl. I don't know why she would decide to cut her hair off, um, and it was shorter than this actually. I don't know why she cut her hair off the same. It's not like she has cancer or something, or maybe something happened. But just throw a little wig on for a little while, or maybe she should cut off into a little afro. I don't know. But normally people don't cut their hair off this low. Little low, like an afro height, but not really that big, right? I'm not getting rid of it. People always sending me, so, but I still would vote for Kamala. I don't agree with everything, but I was still. I wish people stop sending me these stupid texts, these stupid things on Facebook. Please don't send me, ask me questions about political views because you're not gonna like what I have to say. I'm not gonna respond to that. It's like get off my line. I'm not on Facebook for political reasons. I'm on Facebook to get paid. So don't keep asking me no dumb questions. I mean, you don't want to hear my opinion, so don't ask me my opinion. I hate when people do that. And it's distracting. Yeah, she looks like Lil Bill. And normally when people cut their hair off, and I've cut my hair off before. I've cut my hair off, and I did cut it into like a little afro. And my first thing my father was, and then I cut the perm out basically. That's what I did. That was my second time in cutting my hair off from the perm. Um, and what I did was I was going to this hairdresser, and what she was doing is she'll braid up my hair, and then what she'll do is she'll just cut all the perm out each time I went in. Every month she'll be cutting it. It'll grow out. The perm will be growing out, and then she'll cut some more off. She'll be cutting the perm out. And then one day I just went to the barber and just had the barber just whack it all off because I was just ready to wear my afro. And so I started wearing my afro. So my afro went from here to here to here to here, and then I cheated. I basically got locks from there. I got locks. And when I first got with my husband, I had an afro. I had an afro when I first got with my husband. And then I locked my hair. I locked it into to locks. And my cousin first started my locks, and then this girl kept on saying she's gonna come over and do it, and she's passed on. Peace be up on her. She passed this year. Peace be upon not my cousin, but the girl that was supposed to, do my locks or whatever to help me to guide my locks. And I just learned how to do my own locks. And ever since then, I stopped having people in my hair. Number one, this one girl. Reason why I did decide to get my hair done is because this one girl was on the phone with her boyfriend. I guess she was arguing with him, and um she was uh she was crimping my hair, and of course it kind of came out. I wasn't even mad. My hair was long though. It's not like I've you know so the point is, like I said, people when they still cut it to an afro, not like a, what I mean, unless you're going through some changes. People cut they and usually people go through a transformation. At that time, it's not that I was going through some changes. I'm gonna tell y'all, I was going through some change when I cut my hair off from a perm to afro. Um, which is why I wasn't tripping off of it when a girl brought it out because of that because of crimped, them crimped irons. And y'all know when you go through changes, I was going through a transformation. I was going from uh, I wanted to change a lot of my identity. I was going through a thing where I felt like I wanted to be more natural. I was already a vegetarian. So I was like, well, shoot, I might as well live in that light. I might as well not only just be not only am I a vegetarian, but I really want to live more naturally. And I just got tired of chemicals, and I just got tired of certain aspects of dealing with certain energies, and I wanted to release all of that. So that's when normally when people cut their hair off, they want to release energy, right? And so I'm like, well, is she going through something where she just cut her hair off to release energy or what? Obviously she is going through. Remember, she just had that baby, and her relationship is basically being exposed. And I think that her mother coming into town was also a trigger for her, I believe. And I do believe that she walks all over him. And don't be surprised. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. And it's just unfortunately, I don't want to say what I want to say, but I have to. I mean, I have a we all have a third eye up in here. It's not just me. We all have third eye. Some of us third eyes are stronger than the others. And I'm telling you that if she keeps going in this direction that she's going in, one day he's going to snap, and I'm going to leave it at that. You know what I mean?
Please do click the subscribe button down below to become a part of our cyber.
But we learned so much about her. So we not only learned that she was a private dancer, which is hey, and that's no judgment. I feel like if you want to be a private dancer, hey, be a private dancer. I don't have a lot of times people will have judgments for that. That's, I feel like people should be able to do whatever they want to do. Is listen, I'm not that type of police that tell people what to do with they, you know what I mean, they stuff, right? And also the fact that, well, she not only, as he stated, not only was she a private dancer, and as she stated, because she said she had a sponsor. And y'all know when sponsors, because I mean, that's a language. I learned that from one of my clients, right? I had a client that used to always call me and say, she said she got a new sponsor. And I'd be like, what? And I remember going back and thinking and looking at current what's her name, Sharon Stone, when she was on Casino, and she was on some stuff like she has a new sponsor. She kept telling Lefty that she got a sponsor, and it was the little man, the little guy, and I was like, wow, a sponsor, and so I understand that lingo. I understand when people say lingo. That's that, you know what I'm saying? Basically strange for change, so I'm like, wow, um so basically, they basically expose their contradictions. And again, everybody has, I don't want to say people have dirt in their relationships. I don't want to say that, but I want to say that everybody has private situations in their relationship that's just none of our business. You know what I mean? Like some things or certain people, if I'm not working with a person to counsel them in their relationship, or they're not getting any service from me, I don't necessarily want to know about your stuff. I'm just gonna be honest, right? Um, you know, I just don't, unless I'm counseling you, I'm helping you through something, some kind of process in your life, then that's what's up, then that's something differently. But I don't want to necessarily talk about that unless you're a client, or if we're associates and you're having a rough time, then you need to move over into the client ring, because when I'm off, I'm off. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm not getting paid, I don't want to really talk about that. I really want to talk about, fun times. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing healing work, then I'm healing. That means I'm at my business. I'm doing my business. So when I'm not in my business, I don't want to necessarily discuss that. I want to kind of have a regular smuggler conversation. I kind of want to talk about things like, what colors do you like? Did you like that really drink? Did you, what type of, what I mean? Did you like that food, girl? What did you know what I mean? Where did you get that nice little bag from? That's things like that when I'm off the clock. When I'm on the clock, we can deal with on the clock stuff. That's why I said, that's why I keep telling people, as far as having friendships, see, let's be real. Me having friendships is difficult. You know why? Because people always want to be my friend, but they want to not pay for my services, and they think that because we friends or we cool like that, then they gonna just get services from me for free. No. And they want to talk to me about their relationship when I'm off the clock. It's just like if you are a cosmetologist, And you are off the clock. You are not in your shop. You don't want to do hair. You don't come over to your partner's house to do their hair. If y'all chilling, you just want to watch movie, you coming over there and y'all gonna go to the movies. You don't want to be spending time doing her hair. Cause she could have made an appointment to come to the shop and get her hair done. You understand what I'm saying? When I'm off the clock, I'm off the clock. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I do this for real. Okay. So that's the burden of having friendships. It's like, are you really my friend? And then if I know you using me and I don't want to be used, pay for your services, schedule the time frame, find out when I'm available, and we will work something out. And I got you and I will take care of you. But on my off time, I am off. Okay. So what takes me back and makes me think about her and her energy is like, why? I understand this is her life. I understand that, but the children hollering all in the background, they having this conversation, argument, basically, if you will, disagreement. It was a straight up argument. It was a fight. It just wasn't with fists. It was a physical one, but it was definitely a mouth one. Okay. And so they're spreading each other's stuff. She all online. And it's like, why? You doing this? The children still have to go to school. She got children in grade school. You don't think that these parents that her children go to school with not watching this the same way with Jasmine? So it's a certain effect that you present yourself even in the family channel, but even a lot of things that she do is, like I said, we're gonna call this right here, the little phrase that I typed in here, we're gonna call this BW. Okay. BW, that's what we're gonna call it. Okay. We're gonna call it BW. Okay. So we're gonna call this BW. And so with her being BW, we always seeing her do these things that she's always shaking it and just, you know, she a coon, man. She just be doing a lot of stuff. And it's like, so it just seemed like her relationship is just based off, you know, what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay. It's just based off of SW, S blank W. You know what I mean? That's what her relationship is based off of. And it's like, so you have nothing else valuable to talk about. I would like to, learn about how do y'all accumulate these properties? That'd be some good conversation. How did you travel the world? But I guess all roads leads back to her working, her sponsors, right? So I guess she probably couldn't have that conversation because all roads lead back to her sponsors. Okay. But anyway, let's continue. We're going to go ahead and start this video.
Okay, y'all. So this video
She
is
just looked like she been up crying all day. I'm tired. I've been up 24 hours. Not because I'm being beat on or I'm having relationship issues or anything like that. I don't know. I just had a hard time sleeping. And by the time I got ready to go to sleep, my son popped up. I'm like, man, it was like 6:30. I was going to lay down for about an hour, but it is what it is. I mean, I can't be mad at that. I should took my butt to bed, right? But I was up trying to do some stuff. Around here I was doing some bracelets and some necklaces, and I was making these kits over here, the kits I was doing in here the other day, and I made some more kits, and then I was making putting me I was doing my inventory from home. Okay. So that's what really happened, and then I was writing down some new things I'm getting ready to pop out here. So let's talk about it.
not going to be like my typical videos. I apologize for that in advance. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to say what I need to say and then post it. But if you are new here, please click the subscribe button down below. And if you're on family vacation, me, my husband, and my 4 kids. We did also invite my husband's parents. It was a lovely vacation, so much that I did not want to go home. So I let my husband know I don't want to go home. I want to move here to Hawaii. So he said, okay, that's fine.
And listen, it's nothing wrong. I've been places where I felt like I would like to move there. When I was visiting in Louisville, when I was living in St. Louis, I was like, man, it seemed like it's a lot of opportunities there. I didn't think Louisville was all that, but I just felt like it was more opportunities in Louisville than it was in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Like a better paying jobs. And also being able to get the things that I need quicker in a quicker space. Because a lot of times, a lot of things in St. Louis, everything's like 15 to 20 minutes out if you want to go into a decent area. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to go into this particular area to go shopping in, you would be traveling 15 to 30 minutes out. And it was just weird. Um, so it's certain things that I could understand her wanting to move, but it just was weird. You know what I'm saying? But you still, it's still a thing where when you're moving somewhere, you build up. So it took me, I would say, about 6 months. I was like, well, from this time to from I think it was like February or something like that. I was like, well, I'm gonna go ahead and move. And I had already made arrangements. Everybody pretty much already knew that it was gonna be a 6 months situation where I would be working my way up for 6 months to move. My job knew that, everybody in my family, you know what I mean? We don't just pop up and leave, you know what I mean? Even if you want to move somewhere for a better life, it still takes time. It's not an overnight situation that happens. And to me, it felt like an overnight situation that she was having, and that's cool. I've had partners. I had one partner. Not excuse me, not partner. She wasn't. She's not a partner. She's a client. She was living in Jamaica, and well, she's from Jamaica. She's Jamaican. She's from Jamaica, and she was like, I just really want to go to Dubai. She well off, a little some, right? So she said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Dubai. You know what I mean? I want to check out Dubai. She went to Dubai, never left. She just got all her stuff. She had somebody, her mother, pack all her stuff, and she had somebody to boat her stuff over to Dubai. It's wild. I think it was a boat, or was it a boat, or was it flown? I don't remember. It was something wild like that. But you get what I'm saying? But she's in a position of doing that because she was ready to go. But to be honest with y'all, she was running away from something too. She was running away from her ex. She had just got out of she just was getting a divorce, and she didn't want it was an abusive relationship, and she didn't want her ex to be around their little kid because they had a little baby. So she just moved to Dubai, you know what I mean? And so he wouldn't find her. He didn't find her, you know what I mean? He was heavily into, a certain type of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? So, things like that, you're like, okay, but what were you running from? I don't know. It's just something, a feeling that I get. I feel like she's running from something. I feel like she's running away from their problems. This is just my opinion. I also feel like she running away from that ex. She running away from having to share custody. I mean, not that he was heavily involved. According to her, he wasn't that heavily involved in her, in him being a father anyway. But still, something in my spirit that says this, okay? How you doing, Oshun? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace, okay? So I felt like, wow, okay. So I thought that was strange how she just packed up and left, and then, because then she just was acting like they so perfect, because she'll do these videos and she'll be like, oh yeah, what do you think? I'm a black woman. What do you think about your son getting with a black woman and you're a white woman? And she would just do all these little weird videos, and I just never, I was like, well, if you love your husband, regardless to whether he's beige, black, green, orange, purple, whatever, like, why are we making a difference out of his color if it's no big deal? even if certain instance, right? It's certain instance, like I don't know, certain cultural differences that I can understand that she might say, oh, that's a white thing, or this is a black thing, or on occasion. But she brings it up every single day. All of her videos are like that. And when you watch a lot of these interracial um couples on here on YouTube, they don't really, they may put their channel on here like that. They may say, hey, we're interracial couple, just to get you to come to check out their channel. I understand that to a degree, but even with that, I'm like, okay, like America is a melting pot. It's a lot of people that date outside their race. I mean, y'all not the only ones. I mean, that's on you that you want to do that. You like I'm gonna go and tell them, you, how dare you? It's not against the law anymore. It used to be, okay, but now you can marry what you want to marry. If you want to marry a plant, you can marry a plant nowadays, right? And I'm just saying, if you want to call yourself a grape, you can say, I'm a grape, I'm a green grape, I'm an orange grape. And that's what people have to, if you go to a job, that's what people have to call you. I'm a green grape. My pronouns are grape, sape, nape. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, that's what happens nowadays, right? We're in a different, unique world out here, right? So no one cares about interracial marriage, dating, mixing, children, and that's pretty much all on you. As long as you're not causing, as long as it's not problematic, as long as you're not out there calling people, whatever, then that may be a problem, right? As long as you're not like Olivia, you calling people certain key negative terms and racial epithets, things like that, then of course it's gonna be a problem, right? But if you're not doing none of that, like, who cares? So I just thought it was strange how it's such a big deal for her. And it's like, girl, and she just has this great white hope, like, you saved me from this relationship. But then when she does this video, this live that she deletes, because she did a whole bunch of lives and deleted it. I mean, I could sure pull it up, but I can't because my kid is here. And I'm just like, okay, well, why is she doing this? Are you trying to get more views, or are you having a psychotic issue? Are you going through some type of psychotic issue, right? And ever since from this video on, I just think she already hidden her number. She's up to 1 million. And it's like, why do you have to do all this? And I don't think people really take their marriage seriously anymore, because look, just like reality shows, we've watched so many different reality shows. If we go on, and whether this is real or not, but remember Nene, from Housewives? Remember when she got on the reality show, Greg like really clowned her on the phone to somebody, and she heard it. And again, this could have been a situation where they was just drumming up more views, or trying to get more money, or whatever. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? That probably was fake, right? But still, is it worth you losing your marriage? If you love somebody, why is it worth you losing your marriage just to put all of your business out there, instead of just doing something like quick and easy? You know what I mean? You could do something quick and easy. You know what I mean? If you're doing a vlog, family channel, quick and easy, quick and easy. But every time you turn around, it's, and she's asking her, and then you can see how her family looks at her. The way his family looks at her, like, why you keep going through this? And then when she kissed that little boy, when that little boy was kissing her, that was very cringy. I don't know what that's about. And yes, I hug and kiss my son, but at this stage, we don't I don't kiss my son in his mouth. I know that was a little baby. That boy was a lot younger than my son. So it just looked weird. And yeah, it could have been where she they be very over, you know exilized on these platforms. And it's nothing wrong with showing your husband love. My husband comes in I will give him a peck. We kiss when he come in, but it's not crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just certain things your children should see you giving your mate, love and hugs and, I love you and affection and, things like that. But I think she does do a lot. It just kind of looks overboard a bit. And I'm wondering, I'm like, well, do y'all do other things in front of them? I'm just asking because it just kind of comes across like that, right? Let me see who's this texting me. Okay. But anyway, my friend is interracial relation. She's in a interracial racial relationship, and she don't do it like this. Like exactly, it's just weird, and it's just like I don't know. It just comes off like she's insecure about it. It comes off. It comes off on on different levels. It comes off number one like she's insecure about it at times, and then other times it comes across as if she is like bragging, like basically telling all everybody else, like my white husband's better than you guys, as black husbands or black people, whatever, and it's like I don't know. It just sound. It's not that I don't agree with her on that because everybody's different, right? But it's just how she comes across and just certain things that she said. Well, she's like, I can't help it if I married a white man, and he loves me, and what does that have to do with anything? We didn't ask you about him being white. Nobody cares about him being white. I mean, that's your man. We don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, judging by what y'all said, judging by these last lives that you all were having, were a little weird, right? Um,
And we talked about it. We figured out the logistics behind it. Everything was perfect. But he said he needed to go back to Arizona to just close a couple things there because obviously we lived there. We were stationed there. So we had things that need to be handled.
so that's what I understand. Why wouldn't he take you with him? Why wouldn't he be like, because you didn't have all your stuff with you all. So if you all were, I mean, it just sound like a lie. This sound like y'all had already said y'all was gonna go there and live. That's what it sound like to me. And it sound like, or maybe you were just gonna go, you and the children or whatever. And it all this just sounds like some lies to me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And I don't know if nobody want to tell you the truth and how they feel, but to me, it just sounds like some lies and it sounds weird.
There. He told me he would be right back. He left May 28th. Today is June 12th. My husband is still not back.
That's awfully a long time for him to have been gone. So obviously you all weren't getting along because we later see that, and that's I kind of wanted to go back and watch this to talk about this. So obviously you all didn't weren't really on the same page, and I think there's some anger, and I think that you might be trying to bring this up as a, well, he doesn't really want to, he didn't come back. So that's almost a month. That's what, 4 weeks that he been basically gone. Almost like like 4 weeks. Well, yeah, like maybe like 3 weeks he had been gone. You know what I mean? One more week that'll be a month. You know what I'm saying? So that he's been gone for 3 weeks. So for him to have been gone that dang on long, and you really, it don't sound like you really was talking to him or y'all was connecting like that, because why wouldn't he have notified you and say, baby, this is what's happening, or video chatted? you know you know don't most of us, that we have phones that have cameras on them, right? Don't most of us, not because we don't trust each other, but most of us like seeing our mates most of the time, right? On video. Not all the time. We don't have to do the video all the time, but most of the time, don't we look at our mates on either duo video, or we may look at our mates on the iPhones, the iPhones, you know what I mean? Um, so it's like, or even Facebook, right? Or Instagram or whatever. We are calling our mates, we're showing ourselves, because we miss them, and especially if they're gone like that, if they're gone for a long period of time like that, like 3 weeks, going on 4 weeks. I mean, why wouldn't you see your mate on occasion and You look perplexed and puzzled, and really you look like you feel a ways, right? um because my first instinct on watching this, I was like, why is she putting all this on social media? I was just kind of wondering. I'm not saying that. I mean, nowadays I've noticed a lot of women don't really suffer in silence anymore, right? Is that a good thing that they don't suffer in silence? Well, no, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think people should suffer in silence. But again, it's a situation where if you're having problems, it goes back to the old school saying, and I don't think a lot of these girls know that, but it's an old school thing where if you're having problems with your mates, you keep it off of not just social media, but you keep it out your family's business, because what your family does is, let's say if your mate do something, but let's say it's not that bad. Let's say you exaggerated because you're upset and you want your way, right? Um, if you go and tell your people that this your mate did this and did that to you, and they're gonna still be mad at them. So once you have forgiven them, and your people still looking side eyeing him or side eyeing her, like what's going on? Why? You know what I mean? And then y'all at dinner, it's all awkward, or y'all trying to have fun and do some family activities, and they side eye your mate because you running your mouth too much, you bumping your gums too much about what's going on in your relationship, what's going on within your home. And it's certain things that we have to be mindful of telling people certain things and what we got going on in our household. And it might be something that, again, sometimes you might be thinking you're in the heat of battle, but a year later, or another week later, it don't be really nothing. You probably was tripping. You probably made all this up in your head, or they made that up in their head, and we exaggerated, because when you're in the heat of the moment with your mate and you're upset, I've done it a lot of times. I would be so upset. My husband would say, he'll be like, I love you, you are beautiful, but I don't like that outfit on you, or something like that. And I won't hear the other part, or he'll be like, well, I'm just gonna buy you something else, because I don't think you shouldn't wear that right now. That's a pretty dress, but that's not the time for it. I think I can get you something better that'll look way better than that, and I'm gonna pay for it, right? This actually is a true story. This was my grand opening. And he was like, I can get you something way better. I think that's just too dressy. That's something, if we went out to dinner, I don't think you should wear that for the grand opening. And I didn't hear anything he said. You know what I mean? Here he is offering to buy me an outfit, telling me how pretty I am, telling me I have a nice shape, telling me that, and still breaking it down like this is what it is. And I'm all like, you're just trying to control me, and you just don't like you don't like my taste, and you think, whatever. No, it wasn't that. You know what I mean? I didn't hear anything, but I just heard what I wanted to hear. I just heard him say, no, you don't need to wear that. That's all I heard. I didn't hear all the other nice stuff he said. I didn't hear nothing else. And by the time I was done, I was mad for like an hour. And he was like, you didn't hear anything I said? I was like, I heard you don't like my outfit. He was like, no, I love your outfit. I'm just saying you shouldn't. It's a better outfit you can wear than that. Here, take the money. Here's the money. Get you something. I ain't trying to control you. I just want to make you better. Same way, if we went out and you say, baby, go change your shirt, which I do. He said, you don't recall doing that? I'm like, yeah, I do that. I do it all the time. And he's like, okay, so what's wrong with me as your man telling you I think that we can do better what you wear? You can be casual. You just need to be business casual and sexy. Same thing. I was gonna wear this big old fluffy dress, and then now looking back on, I'm glad I didn't. Right? I was gonna wear this big old. Y'all had to see it. But anyway, so you get what I'm saying. But if I had told this person or told that person, then person would have side eyed him because they would have thought he was trying to control me. No, when I do the same thing, it's not like he don't. It's not like I don't have a voice or he don't have a voice. We do the same thing to each other. Like, baby, can you? baby, that shirt don't look right with that. You know those shoes. Oh, those shoes go good with that. Or you ask your mate, like, what you think of these shoes? Do these shoes look better with this, or do these shoes look better with that? You know what I mean? We do that. You know, it's nothing wrong with that, right? And then we be matched up. And a lot of times we'll match together. He'll have on this color, or no, I have on a certain color, and he'll go change his clothes and match my color up. You know what I mean? Just certain things that we do. But just think, that's all I heard. So why even put that out here on the streets? And that's just a minute example. But why put this out here where you can blow it all the way up worse than what it is? But what, ooh, that was bad though, what they were saying though. That wasn't no, that I never had that kind of, I never had that, knock on wood. I did. Yes, I did. We never went through a battle like that. Now that's crazy. Yeah, that's some way beyond our pay grade. You understand what I'm saying?
The only real thing that needed to be closed
Like a imp and yeah, I'm just gonna type that. Y'all know what I'm saying. That's like one of those and okay. That's like one of these kind of conversations, okay? And it's like, you know, and it's like okay, hold on. And it's like, what Philip is, y'all. You know what I mean? It's like it's like a fill up and that kind of conversation. And I'm like, we don't have them kind of conversations. I'm not gonna have no conversation like that with my man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't even know. And to be honest with you, he don't come across as her man. He come across more like a a or a okay, or that. I don't know what that was about. And it wasn't a good look because y'all, again, we got these family channels that go from being a family channel to being, I don't know what kind of channel, X-rated channel. And it's just some things we just shouldn't be talking about on an X-rated type of channel. You know what I mean? Because here you may think this a family channel. You as a family might come across this. You and your kid might see them on TikTok. And you be like, oh well, she's just dancing. Let's say she's dancing. Let's say she's doing an appropriate dance, because a lot of times her dances don't be necessarily appropriate anyway. But let's say she's dancing with the children and him, and you thinking, oh, this is a little family channel where me and my family could start watching, and you get to watching this stuff, and then you like, I don't think this is it. You get what I'm saying? And your child might be like, well, we didn't already watch this together, so I can just watch this in my room and watch it up, because my mother and my daddy, we didn't watch this before, so now it's no longer a family channel. And I'm just saying, is it worth selling your soul? Because that's essentially what these people are doing on here. They are selling their souls. I mean, Jasmine has sold her soul. Philip even sold his soul. Olivia sold her soul. Um, Chris, all of them sold their souls. And that's just, let's be honest. And it's one thing for us to get up here and talk our ish. We get up here and talk our stuff. We come up here and we talk, or we laugh and be funny and silly and stuff. But it's another thing to just like sell your soul to the highest bidder. And that's exactly essentially what a lot of these family channels are doing. But it gets worse because they're showing, because it's like always the dark side of some stuff. It's like, man, wow. Okay, but let's continue. We're gonna wrap this portion up and we're gonna move on to
there is our 1,100 square foot apartment. We didn't really have anything in our apartment because we were trying to live like simpler. And so we just had a couple clothes. There was nothing really that he needed to, because we also own a home there in Arizona. So I don't know.
okay, so a lot of people do that. A lot of people will have a home. They may be renting it out, and then they'll get them a little temporary apartment until they can buy some more property. until they get ready to flip some more property because they're looking for, or they don't want to live into the existing property because someone is already living in it, or they might be selling it, right? And they don't want to have to keep cleaning it up for someone to buy it, which is totally understandable. Or they might be renting it out, or they might be in the process of moving somewhere and they don't know exactly where. So they'll get them a little apartment until they're ready to do a homestead to settle down, right? So okay, fine. But it's like she keeps saying she's a minimalist, and I'm still trying to understand that. I mean, did you shave your head because you're a minimalist? Because you don't feel like buying wigs anymore because you still wear them. You do have different wigs. It's not like you got old new wigs. I mean, you're not wearing a wig at all, right? Um, I'm just trying to understand. And you change your clothes every day. You're not wearing the same. I mean, now minimalists do wear different clothes or whatever. They have a certain amount of clothes that they wear per week or whatever. But I'm just still trying to understand exactly. Is it that you're trying to, I don't know. I mean, I know what a minimalist is, but I'm trying to see how you saying that you're a minimalist. I'm just because I didn't get that from your channel. That's really what it is. I didn't really get that out of your family channel. As you said, this is a family channel. Okay.
Understand, literally cleaning the apartment, which we both figured out was like a 1 day job, but it's been 2 weeks. While he's been gone, I did decide to shave my entire head off, although I do have the knowledge that my husband likes women with longer hair.
Okay, so this is usually a sign when a man, if it's not a discussion, right? If a woman just automatically, and we know this, ladies, if a woman just automatically shaves her hair without discussing, without warning or having a conversation with everybody in the home, that's usually a problem in the home. I'm just being honest. Either people are releasing some type of energy, either they get ready to leave that person alone, or they're trying to restart something. You know what I mean? And it's a situation where it's a conversation, where it's like, hey, babe, I'm just ready to get rid of this old energy. I'm ready to start over with you. I'm ready to start over my life. I want to do something differently. I want to grow my hair. I want to grow natural hair. You know what I'm saying? That was a conversation. When I shaved my hair, when I cut, not in shape, when I cut my hair off, it was a conversation of, it was a family discussion. I promise it was a family discussion. Although it's my head, it was a discussion. I'm like, look, I'm ready to, this was when I was in my first marriage. I was like, look, I'm ready to cleanse all that negativity. I'm ready to start over. I'm ready to do something differently. I'm going through a transformation. I go through transformations. We all do. When you're growing, if you're not growing, then guess what you're doing? The opposite of growing. What is that? Or living. What's the opposite of living? Right. Okay. Like roses, you have to keep planting roses. You have to keep putting water on them. You have to give them some type of care, responsibility, love, nurturing. And the moment that you stop doing that, it does what? What does your plant usually do when you do that? Okay, when you stop doing that, when you stop paying attention to that plant, or you stop putting something into that relationship, what does it usually do? Right. Okay. The opposite of living, right? So when a woman starts changing her hair or cutting it off, or especially cutting it off, if she whacks it off, that's usually a sign of something. Okay. If a man had a certain wave of hair, and it might not even be a bad, it might not always have to be a bad thing, but it's something that you're going through. It's still a discussion. It's still a discussion. When you go out and buy a new car, it's a discussion. It's a discussion. People are like, well, I'm going to go get a new car. I don't know. Some of you ladies in here may say, I don't have to explain nothing to my man. If I want to cut my hair off, I'm going to cut my hair off. It's not like that for me. When my husband shaved his hair off, he discussed it with me. You know what I mean? When he rolled his hair out, it was a discussion. You know what I'm saying? He was like, look, I'm getting ready. It wasn't a discussion. We just sit down like, okay, we're going to have a family meeting. No, I'm not saying that, but it was just like, hey, I'm going to shave my hair off. If my husband shaved that beard off, it's going to be a problem. I'm telling you that right now. I'm like, I don't know what you on, but I'm gonna throw shade. Where my shade glasses at?
Um, and so I'm a bit concerned that maybe
And it's not even that just that you shaved it off. It's the fact that it's uneven. It's not cut, properly. Usually when people shave their hair off, they go get it low cut, they go get it tapered up, or you didn't do none of that. It's just you just said you look like a V for Vendetta. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you cut? You know what I mean? No kind of shape to it, and then it was like looking weird when it started growing back because you didn't taper it right. And sometimes when you start shaving your head off like that, and you don't try to taper it off, then it don't always grow back right. I'm just telling you.
he's not attracted to this new look, which I mean, like, he's my husband. I thought that
But to be honest, I'm not trying to be funny. You are a cute girl. I think you have a pretty face. You have a nice, build. You definitely lost that baby fat so fast, very quickly, very quickly, right? But it definitely is a shock. I mean, just think about if your husband, I don't know if he gained like a whole bunch of pounds. You still love your husband, but you just like, dang, babe, we got to do something about this. You still love him, you still feel him, but you just kind of side eye him a little bit. You know what I mean? So that haircut was definitely a side eye. I mean, look at your. I mean, it's not even cut evenly. You gotta it's just you just like whacked it off, didn't try to taper it or anything. That's what they say, that's what the elders say, y'all. That's the old school term, taper it. You didn't try to taper it, you didn't try to shape it up, you didn't try to make it look appeasing. You look like him, like he seemed like a kind of guy that's into femininity. Women look feminine, and you still look feminine, but you ain't got no earrings on. You know what I'm saying? You already just said, and let's go back to this love language, y'all. She said that he is a man who likes women with long hair. It's not like she has a sickness or anything. At least she didn't say that. It's not like she got sick, or she got cancer or anything like that, or having issues where she's going back. You know what I mean? She shaved it off. She took a liberty of shaving it off. So it's not that, or she accidentally burnt her hair or anything like that. So that's his love language. So he has a certain what he like about you. He like women. That's his love language. So once you start shaving off, you basically saying, well, you don't want to like you no more. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you saying that, but I'm not saying you saying it, but you saying it, right? But think about it. If she's just said that he likes a woman with hair, and then she don't have hair, and then she shave it off while he gone, what are you trying to tell him? I'm just saying, this is definitely a discussion. It's like, what the heck did you do? So that could kind of make him go, well, I don't know what I'm coming back to, because I don't know if she done lost her dang on mind because she done shaved her head. Maybe I need to come back with some medication from a doctor or some a therapist, or maybe I need to I don't know what I'm going into, because she done shaved her hair weird, looking like G.I. Joe, looking like Private Ryan or somebody. I mean, what did I do? I mean, do we need to have a counselor in this session?
we would just go through ups and downs together. But at this point, it doesn't seem like he's coming. And I'm concerned that he left me in Hawaii with 4 kids and he's not coming.
Man, but why would you just say that if he took so long to come back? So he didn't call you and say, "Well, hey, babe, I got a little caught up. I'm kind of chilling right now, or I need some space, or I had to go over to my mama's house, my parents' house to help them to move, or we have more than what I thought. I want to bring more stuff, or I'm trying to bust some more money out before I come there because I'm at this particular job that's around the corner or something. I don't know. I'm trying to get more money so we can be able to live off of. So y'all didn't have a conversation. See, it kind of implied that y'all really want to communicate doing that. So it seemed as if he was angry with you, or you were angry with him, or y'all had some kind of disagreement. I mean, that why would he not inform, why would he come right back, or why wouldn't he call you as to having a reason of not coming right back? I'm just asking. So something definitely was wrong. See, this is where, I mean, I think it started way before that. I'm, to be honest with you, can I tell you something, Queen? I don't want to call you Queen. I what's your name again? I forgot what her name is again. I don't want to call you Queen. But long story short, but if you ever looked at his body language, have you ever looked into his eyes? You know, y'all energy is off. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, the whole time I've been watching y'all, I didn't really feel like I don't see that. I don't see even in your wedding pictures. I'm like, okay. I was like, well, maybe she had a bad day. Maybe the photographer made her upset, or maybe she didn't like her hair, or maybe she wasn't comfortable, or anything could have happened on, through the pictures. But your windows are the eyes to your soul. And when I looked at your eyes, and especially when I look at his eyes, and when you start dancing, it's just y'all are very over actualized. And it seems like all he does is go to you right there. And then he'll do the little dance with you, like, and then y'all going about your way, and he really don't care, and you really be into it, and he just don't. And it doesn't really seem like he really is. It's, in my opinion, it seems like he feel like you own her too much. I feel like he feels like you're more concerned with social the media as opposed to with him and the children. That's how it comes off to me. I don't really think he likes his face, and I think that he's kind of acting like how Jirai used to treat Olivia. Jirai was supportive, but you could tell after a while Jirai got tired. And I could tell, like, even that's why I don't want to make no issues on her, because I'm not going to be on, my marriage is not worth sitting on here all day and all night. I'm sorry, it's just not. No, and nobody shouldn't, your life, and it's not just about your marriage, but your life shouldn't be all day and all night on here. I mean, we do all have lives, right, at some point. And so we have to live them. I have to get out there, I get fresh air. It's hot as heck outside. It's hotter than a cooler brown out there. But at some point in time, we have to get out there and breathe in the hot air. We have to celebrate in some way or form. I can't just sit, inside all the time, sitting on social media. You know what I mean? I can't sit on YouTube all day and every day. I can't do it. I mean, I've done it though. Y'all have seen me just to try to get these numbers up. I'm like, bump them numbers. I'm making the same amount of money, y'all. That I did when I first started, when I first got monetized. I'm making the same amount of money, whether I'm on here a lot or whether I'm on here a little. I'm making the same amount of money. So why I'm gonna be up in here all day? No, I'm not doing it. You know. So I'm just trying to express, like, so so you can kind of tell y'all connection, if there ever was any. It doesn't seem like it was real. It don't really feel like it feels like and then that later conversation, he basically was telling you that you can't do nothing without him. He's like, well, you just gonna need me anyway. He just kind of sound like he look at you as property. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm telling you, it just reminds me of the movie Casino, where he was basically like, well, I mean, you gonna do nothing but spend up all the money, and you're gonna be right back here. You know what I mean? So you might as well go sit down somewhere, go take you a Quaalude, and call me in the morning, God, Scarface. It just doesn't seem like you of value to him. Like, he just feels like whatever. I mean, you know, that's at least how he treated you. And that's embarrassing. You know what I mean? Y'all embarrass each other on here, actually. And now y'all trying to act out. It's just embarrassing. It's one thing if y'all laughing and playing, and we all make mistakes. Maybe sometimes our mates may not know we're on live, but he knew perfectly well you was on live and embarrassed the mess out of you. You embarrassed him. You And then what? How you unsure on whether or not he gonna come back? Like, what kind of marriage I got?
So Um, that's where I'm at with that, you guys. I guess I'll keep you guys posted.
Your voice is shaky. You sound like you get ready to cry. Like, what the heck is going on? Why do your voice sound all shaky?
In future videos, but I really don't know what to do. I mean, I'm on an island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
I mean, I thought, well, I mean, is it because you want him to keep the children because you stressed out and because it's a lot of them you go into postpartum depression or something? Or is it that, because you basically said that you take care of y'all, that you're supporting y'all financially. So we know it's not financially because you're the one that's supporting you. And so, one thing you kept saying that your husband take care of you house, right? When in fact you said that you were taking that he was a basement dweller, right? So how did he go from a basement dweller on a couch dwelling then to your apartment? Like, so you basically had it going on and he didn't because you laid on your back. I'm just asking, like, how is that possible? And you're like, he's taking care of me. I'm like, don't sound like he's taking care of you. He's just dropping you off at your shows. Air quotes. I know y'all, I hate when I do that. I hate when I do that, I promise. But he's taking you to your shows to get money. Because you're actress. Okay. Um, so so I'm just trying to understand what's going on. Like, and you look like you just woke up and like you on Kill Bill or something. Like, remember Kill Bill when she woke up out that coma and she went and got that car, went and got that yellow El Camino. That's kind of what you come across. You come across like you on Kill Bill, literally. I know, no pun intended, but you just sound insecure and unsure and not really knowing what's going on. Because at first, when I first looked at this, I was like, God, what's wrong with her? And then I said, well, maybe this is a skit. But my first mind was like, what's wrong with them? I said, what's wrong with them? That was my exact words. And then I said, well, what's wrong with her? And then I said, well, maybe this is a skit. You know what I'm saying? I said, maybe they trying to do a skit, or maybe they've been through this already and they just trying to build off and turn it into a skit, kind of like how reality TV shows do. Sometimes they'll create a skit out of what you already going through. Maybe they had already went through something a little while back and they just bringing it to the forefront and say, well, let's just put it on social media and we get paid off of it or something like that. And it's like, is it really worth it?
With 4 kids by myself.
Okay. Which is understandable.
I don't know what to do, y'all. I don't know.
Okay, so you don't know what to do. I mean, call him and communicate with him and find out what's going on with him. I mean, you could start with that. Did you already do that? Because you didn't mention it as if you're like stuck like Chuck. And I don't necessarily think you're stuck like Chuck. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting ready to go to her next video, the one she did 2 days ago. We're going to watch that because again, Dr. A has not been. I hate to talk in third person to you all. That's really weird for me to talk to y'all in third person. But I think I'm going to watch this. Okay. Oh, it's so much going on. It's so much to unpack. Okay. So I don't know. Some of this I feel like I need to look at it. I want to look at, is this the one where they were breaking up, where he was gonna move off, or okay, we're gonna look at some of these. Maybe at a later time we'll come back and look at them. I don't know, but we're gonna try to get through this. How you doing, Pineapple? Sorry I didn't speak. I am at work. It's okay. You did speak. I thought you did. You did speak. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me go back and we're gonna pull this back up. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Now we're gonna put on this video. See, I mean, we're gonna watch some of this. Okay, now y'all know she just said, as I was watching, I think this past weekend, she was like, or maybe Monday or something like that, at the beginning of the week. She's like, well, he's gonna leave and we're gonna figure it out. And now this is something different. Okay, obviously, because the way she's touching on him. Okay. This is the Aries kid I was telling you all about. And I have, everybody has a zodiac kit that they can get that comes.
No, he didn't. Oh my gosh. Heart. No, he didn't. Thank you so much, something Graham. Hey, Earthly Bay. Wow, Brad, you were getting aggressive.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, her voice alone is annoying for me. Hi, wow, wow, hi, you guys, hi. It's like it's like, when somebody, I don't like when people talk to me and they sound like they are siren. You know what I mean? It just sounds like a straight siren. I'm sorry, but I don't like people sounding like sirens when they talk to me. But that's just me. That's just what I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what I'm gonna tell y'all, don't be surprised if she get pregnant. Okay, again, don't be surprised because I'm gonna tell you why. I think he's like one of those guys that try to trap you as well because he don't think she can. He knows in the back of his mind she can make it without him, but he is gonna put that into her head, so therefore he could, so she won't leave. Okay, because it'd be a lot of times you can tell she's on her way out the door. Okay, and then all this is a facade that he presents out here. Okay, and I'm telling y'all that he's definitely a trapper. And so if she gets pregnant, understand that he did it on purpose. I'm telling you. But let's continue.
Basically, that's what started a lot of the argument yesterday. Is that Rose?
I'm sorry. Is my content? Am I not? Because I'm not really hyped right now. I'm just kind of. I'm not really laughing. I apologize for me not laughing, but it's just I'm just looking at this and I'm like, dang, this is really not funny. This is actually sad, to be honest with you. This is not really funny. I don't really see it as funny. I'm not laughing at this mess. This is a mess. So I'm kind of looking at it for what it is. And also I feel we'll at some point we'll talk about that police brutality situation. We'll include that in our video at some point in time. So if that's something y'all want to drop down into the chat, y'all are welcome to drop that down in the chat because I'm definitely y'all already know I've dealt with that my whole entire life. Police brutality, since I can remember, since I've been a teenager, since I've really been of age, since I've been able to ride my bike outside, you know what I mean, without my parents, following up behind me. I've had to deal with police officers from where I'm from, and I'm from St. Louis, so we look at police differently. I'm just now, and I'm still not really relaxed, right? But I'm more comfortable with the officers around my business, around these police officers from where I'm at now. But St. Louis, I'm on guard because it's different. You know what I'm saying? So Illinois and St. Louis, excuse me, Illinois and Missouri have a different type of police officer. So what happened to that young lady is is just unfortunately, and I would never be numb to that. But what I am going to tell y'all is that that's what happens, unfortunately, and that's bad. That's really bad. And this stuff like this, it's to the point now in St. Louis, it's different. Like the police situation is way different now, to the point where it's just deep. Um and so of course my heart goes out to that family, those beautiful babies that young lady have, and of course for her energy, and maybe the creator be uh have peace be upon her, and maybe hopefully she can, her family can get some resolution, although not having her here will be the resolution, right? But if they can get some type of something, not only a law passed, another a real law passed, and also get monetary. You can't bring your loved one back, and I'm not saying that you have to take blood money or anything like that, but that family should definitely be compensated, and not only compensated, not only the officer should be arrested or anything like that. It's not just him being arrested, but he needs to pay for his crime, because if it was her going berserk on him, then you know the law would have dealt with her differently. And at this point, he's a civilian anyway. And even there has to be some checks and balances in order to deal. And I can't really express what I really want to say because we're on social media. And I had a solution for it, and it wasn't nothing illegal, nothing crazy, but it was definitely a solution. And if you are an officer and you live in that very area that you're patrolling, you would tend to act a little bit differently. If your child and my child are going to the same school together, I think we'll be a little bit differently. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be the same way as you would normally be staying outside of the area. And I remember at one point in time, when I say in St. Louis, the city cops did have to, in a lot of cases, had to stay in the same areas, that they very areas that they were patrolling. Well, not necessarily the same area, but they had to be in the city of St. Louis. They had to live in the city of St. Louis back in the day. But if that would happen, then it would be some different decisions, and then there should be some laws in place for these kinds of things. But unfortunately, when you're in police academy, they do teach you to guard the land. It's a lot of stuff. They teach you how to guard the land, and they also teach you to shoot to blank blank unalive. And I remember when we dealt with police brutality here in the past. I remember listening to an officer saying, as we were on scene and recording certain things, they would say this was a good, unaliving. Um, and it's sickening. It's disgusting, sickening. It's not even. It's deeper than disgusting. I don't even have words for it, and I just know that hopefully there get some laws passed, and this doesn't keep happening, because it's happening way too much, and it's been happening for a very long time. It's a modern day legend. So that's what I'm gonna say. I know people gonna ask me about that, so I'm gonna throw that out there. I really, but I'm going to reserve. That's what I'm gonna say for now. I don't want to get too emotional about it right now. But it's ridiculous. And then people keep asking me about old Biden. I don't really have anything to say about that, and I just think that some people. I think that I'm only gonna say this. I think people should vote for whoever they want to vote for. I don't tell people how to vote or how to live their life. But what I am going to say is that I'm going to say that I think that certain parties, especially celebrities, should probably. I'm not gonna say what celebrity in particular. Read between the lines. Um, I think some ones that ushered Biden in, they thought Biden was such a great person to put out front, and then once he got to be, showing us what we've been sniffing on kids and carrying on, and what we saw it online, doing the certain things that they was doing, then all of a sudden they not voting no more, or it's a problem, or this and that, and then they bringing up people's past and things like we all have a past. Um, and it's not about whether I'm for or against. I don't have an opinion on that. It's not about me being for or against. But what I'm saying is some of these celebrities need to be quiet and stop trying to tell civilians or or us how to live our life, because our economic situations are different than theirs, and sometimes their situations are worse than ours. So that's what I'm saying. So some of the celebrities situation, some of these celebrities make less than what we do, and some of these celebrities make more than what we do. So either way, we can't relate. Okay, we can't relate. So you can't necessarily tell me how I should vote or how I should live versus how you vote and how you should live. No more than me telling Jasmine how she should vote because Jasmine doesn't live the same way that I live. I'm just being honest. So I think more the issue is these celebrities need to be quiet. Just like they was doing that vote or die. Remember that campaign? And now everybody have an opinion. I feel like Tupac. I'm getting ready to do too. Everybody got an opinion. What you say? But I mean, you can have an opinion, but just don't tell the people who are civilians who are living their life a different way than you are living. Because some people are living check to check. Some of these celebrities are living beyond their means, and some people will live beyond their means too. So we different tax brackets. We live differently. We all live differently than the celebrities. Not just financially, but mentally, psychologically. We're not the same. So I would prefer that people that are connected to certain other that made certain oaths not tell us how to live because they have their own agenda. That's all I'm saying. Whether you for or against, it does not. It's not even that. That's not even the purpose. The point of this conversation is we can't no longer believe in these celebrities. Is what I'm telling y'all because they live differently than we do. Period. Okay. So let's continue, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, where is the law against violence against black people when Asian got shot and immediately the law was put in place? What is going on in this shiggity you off? I know that's right. Um this is all I am going to say. When I saw people laughing at the against decided assassination against attempt, I decided that I am behind President Trump. I don't care what you think. Wishing on people is sick. Yes, wishing unaliving on people is not righteous. I don't really. I think people should. I think people should vote or be behind whoever they need to be behind, and that's it. Okay. I don't tell people how to vote. I'm just saying don't listen to don't allow these celebrities to tell you how to live your life. That's what I'm going to tell you. So if you for whoever, do whatever meets the needs of your family and your life. Okay? That's what I'm going to tell you. But I'm going to continue on.
got mad, and I don't know if you've ever made a woman mad before, but your wiener goes from however big to this big, and your wallet and every your value goes from this to this, and
Your wallet shrink, your house shrink.
And then Rose becomes, when I'm arguing, she becomes not a housewife but more of a hoe, and everything else wrong, and things get, whatever.
Wait a minute though. So you mean to tell me so because you got mad at her, she spent a whole bunch of money because she got really angry with you? That's a lack of respect. And so from her getting angry with you and for you getting angry with her, you basically calling her out of her name? I'm totally lost in this dysfunction that you call a marriage. And no, we don't. I don't know what that's like. I'm sorry, and I don't. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Pete, what's his name? Peter, Pete, Petey. Wait a minute, excuse me. I gotta get up because I dropped my thing. Peter, uh, uh, Jamal, Jamal, Eric, Dubai. I don't know what your name is. I forgot what your name is. But I don't want to fall off this chair. Let me make sure I get settled in this. We don't finish eating that food you got. No, I don't want you to get no fruit right now. Eat that food that you have. Stop trying to do some new stuff. Finish eating the food you got. Thank you. And besides, I still gotta get rid of that fruit that I got in there. I just got that. I mean, I've been had it in there for 2 weeks, and that's got to be thrown away. So anyway, sorry about that. Um, but it's just me. Just vote, please, for the candidate of your choice. Yes. Okay. So again, I'm just saying, don't let celebrities tell y'all how to vote. That's all I'm telling y'all. I don't care how y'all vote. Y'all vote the way y'all want to. It's not going. I don't get mad about people about how they vote. I don't care about that. What I care about is make sure your decision is your decision and not nobody else's. If you want to vote, if you don't want to vote, don't vote. Because that's your decision. That's your decision. Whatever you want to do, as long as it doesn't affect, as long as it works for your family and you personally. That's what it all boils down to. And it's nothing for me to argue. My issue is that these celebrities is trying to tell everybody how that they should feel. That's my issue. And I'm saying don't listen to these celebrities. Listen to you. Listen to what you feel. Listen to the candidates and what they're saying that makes sense for your family. That's what I'm saying. And what I'm saying too is this police brutality has to stop. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Those are the 2 points I'm gonna make, and that's all I'm gonna make. Do what you feel like you need to do. Okay. And I think that a lot of times people get upset by how people feel in their own personal environment. You can't, don't get mad at how people think and how people feel about. Now, I'll get mad at somebody. I'm going to tell you what I get mad at. I'm not going to get mad at you because you like this person or don't like this person. This is what make me mad at somebody. Inhumane stuff. That girl getting red rum by the officer. That's what I was talking about. I don't know if y'all knew I was talking about that, but I wasn't talking about what happened to former Trump. I wasn't referring to that. But that's a whole nother conversation. But nobody is supposed to be, hurt. And that's the bottom line. But that girl, definitely, that's what I was referring to. That young lady who family got red rummed. That girl that got red rummed by the police. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. I don't know if y'all knew what I was talking about. Did y'all know what I was talking about? I've been laughing at everyone fighting on Facebook. It's crazy. Yeah.
But have you had an argument before?
Yes. Yes. When you have an argument, sir, if you're gonna have an argument, then some things just, I mean, I don't know how y'all came back from that, and I can't call that love. I'm gonna be honest with you. That sounds like dysfunction. Maybe that's how you all fight. I don't know, but I don't, it's a time and a place. Those children was running around, they was hearing all that. The way that you all talk to each other, I wouldn't talk to a dog like that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You sound like you sound like y'all was talking to enemies. Y'all sounded like enemies. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Y'all sounded like straight up enemies.
It's not amazing that it happens. It just kind of happens, girls. But I did get upset yesterday because Rose, off of an argument we had, decided to cancel our lease and buy plane tickets back home. And what? We got this switched around.
Yeah, so yesterday I got
Yeah, I understand that, but the issue is that's something that you guys should have been working out off of this here social media, number one. I think that by you all saying that you all let's read. Well, maybe I'm assuming. Maybe I'm doing. Excuse me. I apologize. Maybe I'm doing some assumption here, but I could have sworn they were a family channel. But let's read. Are they a family channel? Let's see. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if they're a family channel. Um, where do I see that at? Oh, about. Okay, so interracial and blended family vlogs. I'm gonna pause this mess. Okay, let me look on my phone. Ain't nobody got time for this. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna let them talk. Hold on. Now I gotta start this over. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. We're gonna start this back over. Hold on. Give me a second here, y'all. I'm gonna start this back over. I've been looking at this YouTube mess where people been fighting each other. I ain't got time for that. Let's do this real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's try it again. Oh shoot. Give me a second, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh shoot. I keep misspelling what it is. I keep forgetting it's a K. Lord, what is wrong with her head? Okay. 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 So this is what I was looking at. Okay. Okay. Now let's try it again. Okay, y'all ready? Sorry about that. Let's try it again.
I don't know, but
Y'all have to tell me what type of day, what in the morning is I can do my lives in the morning, but sometimes it be not so easy sometimes.
I bought me tickets back home to Arizona, and Babe didn't like that, so he went off.
Your babe didn't like that. Listen. Yeah, but girl, y'all was really disrespectful of each other. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You all were very disrespectful of each other to the point where it was nasty. I mean, y'all was calling each other. You know. I mean, no, come on now, Rose. That's what your name is, Rose. Girl, if he, mm, mm, mm. I don't even know why y'all together. But let me look. I'm gonna look on my phone to see if they're a family channel. Give me a
Then
second.
I didn't like that he went off, so I went off, and yeah. Well, you were mostly angry because I was spending the money, right?
Caribbean Sniper, I've been seeing you talking. You're not on my side. I get it.
What is it?
So what kind of explanation is that?
See, again, it's basically what I said earlier. See, when you have an argument, and when the family or your friends, in this case, these are your friends, I guess, your coworkers, colleagues, I don't know, whatever you want to call your people, but basically, the fight that you all had, it did make you look really bad, but it made both of y'all look bad, not just one person or another. But of course, people are going to take sides. You put people in a position of them taking sides, and that's your fault. And that's your fault. If you all had a kept this privately, then this wouldn't have been no big deal. But because you had everybody basically in your business, this is the type of stuff that happens. When you let people in your business, then they get in your business. If you don't want people in your business, then keep people out your business. Okay. It says real body fitness, a blended family vlogs, family. Okay, so this is a family channel. Okay, interracial and blended family. Okay, so this is considered a family channel. Okay.
Your name and your logo sticks out a lot, so that is the most against me person there is. So.
Sonny said, y'all hella crazy. Wow, laugh my ass off. It's not even funny.
I don't think it was funny. I would be very embarrassed. I'm serious. I would be embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed that I done came on here and y'all talk to each other the way that y'all spoke to each other. I would be so embarrassed. I would be so humiliated. I wouldn't, man, and I don't know if we could have came back from that. We would have had to go get some counseling. You would have had to come on here and apologize. We would have had to apologize to each other. I don't know, but why even have to do all of this if you all would have just kept y'all mess to yourself? You know what I mean? Y'all shouldn't have went live for a couple of days. Who does that? Why would you even listen to him about going live if you knew that you had some kind of issues with him? You knew you had some issues with him. Why would you even think about going live? That don't make no dang on sense. Why would you do that? That is weird. Who goes live with somebody while they arguing on front center on stage with everybody looking and gawking? You think that makes sense? I mean, I'm just asking you. So you thought that that was okay for you to just go live and then embarrass yourself the way that you did?
Love you.
Welcome to
What's going to change? What do you mean what's going to change? Yeah, we go get out this small ASS apartment, child. That's what's going to change.
I think Rose told you
Shoot.
Yeah, so yesterday I got mad. So, well,
Give me a towel.
I don't know, but I bought me tickets back home to Arizona, and Babe didn't like that, so he went off, and then I didn't like that he went off, so I went off, and yeah. Well, you were mostly angry because I was spending the money, right?
Caribbean Sniper, I've been seeing you talking. You're not on my side. Your name and your logo sticks out a lot, so that is the most against me person there is. So.
Sonny said, y'all hella crazy. Wow, laugh my ass off. It's not even funny.
I mean, what's funny? It's funny to y'all. You laughing. Y'all laughing.
What's going to change? What do you mean what's going to change? Yeah, we go get out this small ASS.
I thought it was funny. I mean, you laughing. Ain't you laughing? It's got to be funny. You laughing. You're smiling. You're on here acting like it wasn't dysfunctional. I mean, you proud. You look like you're proud of each other. Y'all act like y'all got a lot of views off of this. So anything for the buck, anything for the little money. Destroy your family for the little money. Put all yourselves out there and waste no time. You know, waste your time. No, well, don't waste time now. Can y'all hear me?
Apartment, child. That's what's going to change.
I think Rose told you. I think Rose told you guys what it's like to deal with all these kids in the house, and then having me leave, and then you being having to deal with it. Kind of makes things worse.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even in having a small space, I mean, everybody gets stressed out. Couples go through things when they in a small space because everybody's on top of each other. That wasn't the issue, sir. The issue is that you all came on here, disrespected each other. Y'all look crazy. This is just not no norm. This wasn't this like he said, get out of my face and you hurt my feelings or why would you say that? This is some stuff where he went in on you. He called you some names that I don't know if I could ever come back from. But that's me. You all humiliated each other. You trashed your marriage. You trashed each other. So you think this was okay? I mean, okay, we're gonna go to the next person. We're gonna go. We're gonna go
But my
to.
daddy said he'll take the older two
You
into
need to
school.
shape your head. You know how a child was in the womb, girl? You should have, you need a helmet for your head too. While everybody trying to get legendary a helmet, she needed one as well. Cause that head right there looked like a head. Okay. But so I'm not gonna go there. Let me get up off of here. We're gonna move on to the next one, okay, y'all? We're gonna move on to the next one. You ain't finished that. I'm gonna look behind that thing. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Hold on. What is her name again? Okay. All right, y'all. We're gonna look at the next one because I'm trying to get through this because I'm not getting ready to go through all of this craziness. Cause this is just some old we messed up. We gonna figure this out. We messed up. We gotta face. That's basically what they did. They gotta come back up here because they messed up and they gotta save face. Okay. That's basically what that is. They gotta save face. They gotta save face. I hear them. Listen, I mean, just keep people out your business, and when nobody know all of this, this was way too much. Now I just done seen now they separated. Oh, now they not separated. Now she had one of these lives where she was basically saying that her mother had unalived her brother. Okay, now that's what I was getting ready to get to, but I guess she snatched that one off of there. Okay. Okay. So, but anyway, we'll talk about that. I'm sure somebody will have that one. We will talk about that one in a second. Okay. All right. So let's gonna stop sharing that. We're gonna bring this one back up. Yeah, I was gonna do that. We're gonna talk about Jazzy life, y'all, cause y'all be like, y'all. When I start trying to go outside of the box on that, y'all be like, no.
You're so cute, babe. Oh
Y'all
my
hear me?
goodness.
Can y'all
Such a
hear
cute
me?
baby boy.
Can y'all
Oh
hear me?
goodness.
Hi, Miss Cheeks.
Oh,
Welcome
he's
to the
so
Mickey Fifty
perfect.
Palace.
Yeah. Oh, he's so perfect.
Okay.
Mom, is this a... Oh my... Brett is someone said where's Brett? Brett is at the...
It seems like you trying to tell a lie or something. Like you trying to figure out where you at. You get ready to lie. It's just like, do you understand? We knew this relationship was a sham. I'm telling y'all because of the way I kept telling y'all she's a DW. Okay, you know what a DW is? I'm gonna type what a DW is. A BW. Sorry. Okay, that's what a BW is. Okay. All right. How you doing, Miss Cheeks? Welcome to Mixed Big Palace.
hotel bringing everything over. But this is cool. One thing I do want to show y'all because it's so cool. Look at...
So, aren't you the one that's making all the money and he basically not, that's what you were saying in so many words. And then you said that he got fired off of his job because he was stealing, right? Now Brett is perfect. Brett is the man now. Some people work for a living, some people work for fun. Brett just work for you. Give and take. But you show you got some giving, you got some taking to do. Now you told him you was having his baby that he ain't seen in a year or two. One step further and the back will break. If my best isn't good enough, then how could it be good enough to? Oh, 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 ha, do, 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 la, la. I can't work any harder than I do. I didn't know which part I was going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Get the refrigerator. The kitchen is so small. It's hidden. Yeah, the freezer. Look, it's like a cabinet. How cool is that? And look, we have our own ice. We made our ice. You have your own ice, right, Ross? Really? And this, the dishwasher. It's hidden. How cool is that? That's my favorite part. Hey, stop, please.
Okay, so needless to say, where you were at first was a dump. That's kind of how you implied it. And now that he's upgraded where you all or you upgraded where you were, now you're happy. Now you are back in love again. After all that money you spent to to get out of there, you ready to go back to the States or whatever. Now you want to go back. I mean, girl, I don't know. I think y'all. I don't know. It's like vibes. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's like, who is one of y'all on using some unnecessary something to be going through these mood swings like that? I thought that he basically said that you were having postpartum depression or whatever. You know what I mean? I guess you threw that out the window, and you was just angry because you couldn't get your way. You spent the money or whatever, and you all basically, yes, people argue, but nobody argues like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Can you stop?
He's very aggressive. He was looking like he was
That's my
ready to
favorite part
you
for
out.
sure. That's the part I want to show you. Hey, stop, stop. I don't want to give y'all like a whole tour
I
like I
vote
used to
these
do
off
because
the oh, let me read this.
uh-uh.
I vote these blankety blank blanks off the island. Hold on. I mean, hold on. Okay, I vote these blankety blanks off the island. She definitely has mental issues. If she put 4,000 on a lease and then she got a plane tickets, it would be a problem. Girl, it sure would be. But dang, I mean, he was going in on they was just, I mean, the way that they talk to each other, that was crazy. It wasn't just him, it wasn't just her. They was talking too much, and I mean maybe people appreciate that type of relationship. I don't know, but I'm sorry. I don't just think it's any, we all make mistakes, but it just don't seem, I don't see how they going to come back from that on a realistic level. And maybe I'm talking about on a level of, maybe on a realistic level on the terms of, how can I put it? Maybe on a realistic level on the terms of how they treat each other, right? The way that they look at each other. How can you look at her anymore? How could you look at him anymore after you all said all that? He basically said she was and he said it again. If you go back and look at, yes, they were cutthroat, they hit low. Yes, they did. That's a problem.
But and then this is a pantry. This is a pantry. No, we are not separated. My man is
Just a minute ago, y'all did a video. Y'all said y'all was gonna separate. Okay. Another Olivia and Gerard, boy. I swear. That's what Gerard and Olivia used to go through. Don't nobody want to watch no mental display that you all going through. You love them, you hate them. Then you love him, then you hate him. That's all y'all do. It was just to make up, to break up. That's all y'all do. First you love him, then you hate him. It's a game for fools. We don't know why y'all look like some guys. 'Cause you shaved all your hair off. Why did you do that too? Why did Brent leave again? 'Cause he's tired of he can't win. He said you can't do nothing without him. Without him, you were useless. You were through. You said he was on the couch. He's a couch dweller. And it's okay, I was shut up.
At the hotel, bringing the stuff
Oh
over.
man.
Excuse me, Raiden, Race. Excuse me.
Mommy, look, this was good. You know he had to do that.
What?
Sit him down, but he stood his ass.
Let him crawl. Put him down.
I'm trying to sit him down, but he keeps.
Raiden.
Liv, sit down.
I'm just saying, can y'all just the bottom line is this. I mean, do whatever you want to do in your relationship, but it will make sense. I'm doing a live, sweetheart. Hey. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Again, people do whatever you want to in your relationship. Again, y'all know me. Y'all know my philosophy. You like it, I love it. But I just leave this off of her. Don't do that. Just 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 lie. Just lie. Just lie. If you're gonna do a YouTube, if you're a family channel, be a family. Just do family stuff. Just look like a family. That's all you gotta do. Just look like a family. You only own her for a few minutes. Surely y'all can do it in a few minutes, but I'm telling y'all body energy, even how y'all was touching on each other a second ago, y'all body energy wasn't really together like that to me, but whatever.
Mama, what is doing that? That's the way you was like that.
Girl, you got all boys, man. Whoo, I hope they don't bring home nobody like you. I'm not. Oh my God, I hope they find them a nice little woman that just want to just take her, feed them, and career goal oriented. Just what Brett called you a second ago. I hope they don't bring that home. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna like that. I promise you, you are not gonna like that. If your sons bring home somebody like you are not gonna like it. I promise you. Because I remember when Usher brought Tamika home. Tamika's a pretty girl now. I know a lot of people was calling her ugly or whatever, but Tamika was not ugly to me. Tamika was just, you can tell she was no nonsense. And you could tell Usher's mama is like that. You know what I'm saying? And basically that's why his mama didn't like her, because she was too much like her. You know what I mean? Sometimes men will get they moms to a degree, or women will get their daddies, right? And sometimes that'd be a highlight, certain aspects, not the full package. You don't want your mom. You don't want to be with your mom. Now you might have certain aspects of your mom, of your father. I'm sorry, like maybe your husband or your mate is a person that that's a provider. Maybe your father was a provider and he fixes everything. Maybe that part, what I mean, of your father, but that's it. Or just certain attributes like your father, but not the whole package, right? And so that was the deal with Usher. That's why his moms didn't really like her, because she saw herself. I don't think she saw who she really was until Tamika came around. That's just my opinion. And then when Tamika came around, she started to see herself, and she didn't like who all that was. Because I don't watch a lot of Tamika mannerisms, and I can tell that a lot. She's hard to take, and it's not because she's mean or evil. She does have a resting, face. But I think what happened in that particular case is that she wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? She was no nonsense and usher moms like that. And I think that sometimes when you have a big wall built up, and she might have needed a big wall built up dealing with Usher self, he was a mega star, and you know, probably was a player, whatever, she probably did have to have he lived a certain type of lifestyle, right? So she probably did need to have a wall built up, but you could just tell that she one of them type of people that just tell you what she think, and she don't care. She don't have no filter, and just would tell you exactly what she think and not her. And he probably could not handle that because he probably had that his whole entire life. You know what I mean? It'd be fun and it'd be great. You know what I mean? And then after a while, it may wear off on you, especially if you go to that person. You might have told the person, well, hey, can you tell me a little bit nicer? Or I'm gonna tell you the way it's supposed to be. And some men or some people can handle that, but not everybody can handle that, right? Because I know, I be telling people rough and raw too sometimes. Majority of the time, 99 point no, but you know what I mean. But again, sometimes people won't like to see their image or their energy out there in other people. And I'm telling you that if these boys bring home somebody like her, she is not going to deal with this well. I promise you. That's what I was just saying. I know I kind of went there to bring all that up just to say what I just said. But for real, I can tell you she is not going to like that, y'all. She is not going to.
I can see my house.
Bae, I love you. You my everything.
What I'm saying? She is not gonna like that. If they bring home a real ghetto stamp, stamp like her, they're not. She is not gonna be happy. And Brent, especially Brent's children. If Brent's children, if Brent's mother, lo and behold, is still living, they're not gonna like that. I promise you. They're not gonna like that. And they're gonna wait till she leave and they're gonna be dogging her out. Brent mama probably wait till you leave and dog you out. They probably like, bless because they probably know your story and what you went through. And he probably gave them the 401 and they probably kind of feel sorry for you lightweight. But I'm telling you, in reality and deep down, they love their grandchildren, but they wish he would have got them a nice little lily white woman. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. The way that and even if he did find him a nice little black woman, and he got him just a woman that was a little saucy, but not your sauce. You know what I'm saying? Not like you. I promise you. I bet you his mama be praying every day, like, please don't let her son snap, because that would be so embarrassing that he just snaps out. I'm telling you, girl, you I'm telling you, it's just a energy of feeling like this man seemed like, I'm telling you, I looked in his eyes that day, and I'm telling you, he's like a ticking time, you know what? And I'm telling you, one day he gonna snap on you. And I hope that never happens. I hope that if that does happen, that you have like the police department right then and there, and they can protect you. That's what I wish that happens for you. I don't know you, and I probably would never know you, and I don't want to really know you, but I hope, and this is just my prayer for you, that he does not snap and loses his religion. And that and if he does snap, that they have somebody right then and there that can sedate him and put him, where he wake up in somebody's hospital, and they can kind of get him mentally prepared and just get you moved somewhere out of the country. Because I'm telling you, he one of them type. I didn't, you know what I mean? We see about that, all we see about them men like that all the time, that they snap and it be bad, and then they'll be calling the police on themselves, and they be waiting out there on the curb. And I don't want that for you. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not putting that in the universe. I'm not wishing up on you, but I'm just trying to tell you that he look like that type. I'm telling you. He been unsnapped on you, and you ain't gonna know what to do. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to save your life. I'm telling. And the way, and when he be playing with those children, he be roughhousing them, which is normal. Boys do that. We. we roughhouse our children, but it was just something about the way he was holding them children up. I'm trying to tell you, girl. I'm looking in them eyes, and he got a tick, tick, tick to him, and I'm telling you, you're gonna wake up. It's not gonna be good. Those kids gonna be fed up, girl. Girl, I hope they do not bring home.
Gonna make let's get married at the wedding, right?
No, no.
You guys, I live in Hawaii.
I'm sorry, but what you're not gonna do is not that on my channel. I'm gonna cut that right on off because for you to be a married woman and for you to be singing that song. Now, if I sing the first part of that song and I just start laughing because it's really ignorant. That's the most. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm from St. Louis, but the area where she from, that's you just kind of drive. If you got to meet somebody over there, you just call them on the phone and you said, come on outside, be ready outside. I don't care if it's broad daylight, if it's midnight, you better tell them to meet you down the street and around the corner. That's what you need to do outside of that area. That's what you need to do. I'm telling you, don't go over there at night because it's not, especially not on no no December 31st or July the 4th. You're gonna be in some problem, or even on Xmas. But I'm telling you that just I girl. And then you said talking about your sponsors and whoo girl, I don't know where you come from, but I'm telling you, girl, that whole conversation, I swear, I'm looking back on that conversation. I'm just remembering that conversation. That flows out of my brain. And I hate to keep that conversation in my head. I got to get rid of that conversation that you had with that band. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I just kind of sat there and shook my head and I said, well, I said, I done never heard nobody talk to they current husband like this. This is some stuff you say to somebody you're not dealing with no more, that you done with, that y'all in, that they locked up behind the pokey. They got handcuffs, they chained to the bars on the jails, and they are behind a gold platinum door that can never be opened. This is not no stuff you say to somebody's face. You said that to somebody's face, man. I'm telling you, and you know what I am also glad about? I'm gonna share this with y'all. I am so glad I'm a female because I'm telling you, if I were a man and she said that to me, or if I was her and he said that to me, I don't know if I don't know. I don't know how I would have handled that. I would have had to walk away. I would have had to walk away. I would have had to call the police on myself. I'm just telling you, I would have had to call police on myself and tell them to come get me because I'm getting ready to lose my mind. I'm like, please, can you help me? I'm like, please come here because I gotta go. They'll be like, well, can you just leave? I'm like, please help me to leave, cause she one of them type of little people that'll follow you. And you be the lost it. I'm trying to tell you. That's just I don't know. And it just to me it felt like familiar territory. It feels like that's how they talk to each other when they get really upset with each other. Because no way that nobody should talk to each other like that and still be together. That's some enemy stuff. How you doing, Kenya? Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace.
I see someone said, for real, who wants to clean a big AWS house? Not me. Mom. But honestly, cleaning my house, actually, when you're in a tiny, tiny, tiny space, I actually feel like the clutter and the mess.
I can understand that, but there still is no. You all are trying to justify it. I didn't watch the whole video, and I wasn't going to watch the second part of that because y'all scurrying around the issue, and I didn't feel like that today. But what I can tell you is that yes, when you're in a cluttered space, it could drive you crazy. But still, when you in a cluttered space, you could be like, I'm sick of this. I don't want no more fried chicken. Or you like, I can't stand this area. I can't stand this place. I'm ready to go. Not all the stuff that y'all said. That has nothing to do with anything. Or you be like, I'm gone. But you don't waste $5,000 and buying tickets and cursing each other out, going off on each other and calling each other nasty names and threatening each other for which I passed and all that other stuff. That was highly irregular. Okay. That was like some stuff that, people lose their life. there's some unaliving going on when people talk like that. Cause you know, you I mean on both ends. I'm not one of them people that just be like, oh well the man should, no. I think on both ends y'all said a little bit disrespectful stuff to one another, and I don't know. I don't think if y'all used to saying stuff like that and talking like that to each other, if that's fine, if that's what it is for y'all. But I'm saying by y'all being a family channel, I think y'all need to put y'all channel on restrictions as far as adults. This more so need to be adult kind of channels. This is more so for adults. When you're dealing with that, like people watching their children don't need to watch this. And I hope you put this on 18 and above, because no child need to watch this. Nobody your children age, heck, your children shouldn't even been in their house or the room for that matter while y'all was talking to each other like that. You know they heard all of that, right?
Yes, and the cleaning is worse than a big space. I'm not even gonna lie. Like him in my house was not bad. Roz is getting on me for the way that I'm saying Hawaii. It's called Hawaii. But nope, my sugar daddy has been exited since I got married.
And you still talking about it. Come on, Rose. See, this shouldn't even been something that you discussed on live in front of him. You shouldn't have said that to that man. Come on now. Why would you say that in front of little Joe, Big Joe? You don't do that. You do not, girl. Oh my God. I mean, that was a lot. And that stuff that he said about you, ooh. You teaching your sons to be sugar daddies, and you teaching your sons or to have sugar mamas. Okay, you raising Chris type of dudes. You raising all them boys because you don't have no girl. And sometimes when you have all of the same sex, that sometimes that means you was a bad. You wasn't the best person. Sometimes you see a man that got a lot of daughters. Mm, it's questionable. If you see a woman that got a lot of sons, it's questionable. Not saying that's an old wives' tale, but that is an old wives' tale. But think about it though. You know what I mean? It's an old wives' tale, but do you think there's any validity to that? Do you believe that? Because I see people, a lot of dudes that I know that have all girls. He was doing something that was wicked. It was something else. He was something else to women. He wasn't the nicest to women. He didn't treat them exactly in the best favor. That's one of the things that I noticed. I mean, it's not all the time, but you got a side eye a man that have a lot of daughters. You know what I'm saying? They have a mixture. Mm.
Say I love you. You're my everything.
Uh-uh.
Let's get married.
If you're saying that in front of the children, I don't know. I'm a prude. I'm probably a prude. Y'all probably don't need to listen to me about what to say and what not to say in front of your children, because I might don't say the appropriate thing, but I'm not finna sing that mess. So which that's why I had to take it out.
You so cute, baby. Ask them why they got bumps on their couch. Jasmine said. Yeah. I know I lost more weight than I wanted to. That's why I'm trying to stop feeding the baby.
Ow!
Okay, well, I mean that's a good. I mean I don't want to say that's a good problem to have, but a lot of people would really like to lose a lot of weight as fast as your metabolism. A lot of people would like to have your metabolism, especially when they real big. You know what I mean? But I understand you don't want to get to the point where you're a buck oh five. But I don't know what it is with these ladies nowadays, why they be wearing bras on camera in they underoos. You know what I'm saying? And why we have and why they be having their children in the same type of fits. But hey, what do I know? Don't listen to me.
No, get up.
But that was crazy. See, now I'm kind of finding. I told y'all she had a lot of hatred for her mother, and she took that video down. I didn't get a chance to see that. I probably should have watched that one first. But she said something about her mother unlived her brother, or something to that effect, allegedly.
Get out of my room with that muffin right now. Get completely out of my room with that. Go, go. Grace? Okay. All right, come on. Go right now. Stop touching the walls with that chocolate chip thing. And go sit down.
But didn't he? I don't think.
Go sit down. You don't go around eating like that.
I mean, they was eating around that little apartment that you had, so they figure they gonna do the same thing. You wasn't cleaning up behind them then, and it don't look like you was. Now you got the children singing it. Come on now. I'm sorry, I dozed off y'all.
Honest.
Okay, gotta be quiet.
Again, don't talk about her kids ever. Okay, so here. Hold on. You hold this.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I didn't read the chat, and I'm not gonna go back and see if they talked about her children or not. I don't think it's about your children. It's about the fact that it's the reiteration of them. It's the way that you all talk to each other in front of them. It was all that mess, that drama. You kissing that boy the way you were. It was just inappropriate. It was weird. I don't necessarily understand what that was about, but it was. I felt very uncomfortable. Okay, but okay, all right. Continue. Okay. Thank you, honey. Good afternoon. I mean, y'all. Okay. I think we're just gonna go to Jasmine real quick. Because I'm gonna log off of her in a few minutes because I got clients that's gonna be coming in here shortly. And I do not want to have to cut this video short, but it's going to get cut short. So hopefully you all will look at the replay. But I'm gonna go ahead and watch a quick. Jasmine is not talking about this. Please tell me she's not. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. Let's well, she has the right to talk about this. I ain't gonna say nothing. She has every right to talk about that. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're gonna watch this real quick.
This.
I mean, I know she said she's gonna get the little girl hair done. I know it's not school is not in session yet, so she probably wouldn't get it done have gotten it done that early anyway, but okay. But wow. Is it
Blue and black short sleeve ruffle type of shirt with a cute little bow. I like this one.
wow, too much. You said this lady's too much, yes. Jasmine, I'm not even gonna say anything about Kaylin's shirt. I mean, I guess this is I don't know, y'all.
With some some like flared jeans. Thank you. Alright, so this shirt right here, I got it from Hot Topic. It's Portals. It's Melanie Martinez shirt. If you know Melanie Martinez, I'm a big fan of Melanie Martinez. There were like crybaby shirts there too, but I didn't want to get this. What should I do? So let's see right here. Now I'm just gonna see what I got at Marshalls. At Marshalls, I got like this cute little Hello Kitty bag. Hey, it's like I really like it. I want to match with my cousin, so that's why. Let's see here. I got this Sanrio t-shirt.
Okay, well, I guess that's what most children are wearing anyway. Most preteens or kind of teens or close to being teens. I guess that's what they're wearing now anyway, like little t-shirts and stuff. So, I mean, I didn't see no pants. I don't know. But again, she has her doing the live. I don't know why Jasmine insists on exploiting these children the way she does. Is this a new This a new battery too?
I'm like obsessed with this because I only have like one Sanrio shirt and I'm obsessed with Sanrio. We got Hello Kitty. I'm gonna start crying. That's not Chromie. What book bag? I got a backpack. It's supposed to come today.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this up because I gotta have this client coming in. I'll see y'all in a minute. We'll do this live. I ain't gonna promise tonight, but definitely tomorrow. But anyway, go back and look at the replay. I'll talk to y'all in a little while. Thank you.